So we open up with Can't Pay Sheree running after Drew. However, Candy thinks like me that this is acting. So Drew drummed up those glycerin tears, but a lawsuit is a joke to Sheree. She dealt with them every other day. Sheree's like, well, look, Drew, you can have your moment since you need your moment so bad, but you talked about my late payments. Why can't I mention yours? So Kenya's like, hey, what's a grand divided by 8? Let's just pay the heifer off, since you clearly can't. So Drew's like, well, there's so much that I can't talk about with this lawsuit. It's not about the money. Okay, girl. You ain't got that grand. Now Marlo trying to pay the $1,000 for her. So then Drew starts talking about the fact that that her manager and Ralph seem to have some Floridian secrets. Or Las Vegas secrets. Well, it's only a secret if you're stupid. They humpin', and humpin' freely. Up and through without you. But Sheree apologizes to Drew, so we back on the good foot. But let's talk about these little dinner outfits. Honestly, they look like twins. These oversized blazers, I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I guess it's okay if you don't want to look stylish at your dinner, and you clearly don't. It's great traveling clothes. It's something I'd wear at the airport, but not to a dinner. Now, a Red Lobster and Olive Garden, absolutely. But when I'm on vacay, going to a fancy restaurant on a resort in a foreign country, I'm going to wear resort wear. I'm going to put a little air in my hair. I'm going to try to catch a husband. And with Sheree's bills, you know she need one. And Drew, well, yours is walking out on you too. So when you could have been looking like Wendy, a stunning beauty, y'all chose to look like you were going to Cheesecake Factory. And ain't nothing wrong with going to Cheesecake Factory, but you could have stepped up your style. I mean, you supposed to have a whole fashion line, Sheree. Kenya starts complaining that Candy's been absent from the group, but that's because she's got another group that she sings with. Oh God, now Sheree gonna say, for me, balancing work and life isn't that hard, cause you don't work and you fall down the stairs of life, so you don't balance, so it's easy to do what you don't. So Courtney looks lovely and continues our ode to Pepto-Bismol pink, but Drew, this Canadian tuxedo, I don't know. Actually, I do know, and the answer is no. You see, you couldn't give us a good, comfortable waist. The waist is a little too high. The jacket is a little too short. You see, if you were going to do a high, comfortable waist, then do a longer jacket and let the two marry to give you a nice, smooth look, instead of this little bit of busted biscuit round the midsection. So we're going to the market, then to lunch, and then to pottery. For today's healing. Of course, Kenya's late. Child, so Kenya coming out in these house shoes. Child, so we wait a half hour for Kenya. She come out in house shoes, slip, and hurt her back. Looked like she fell right on her tailbone. A literal pain in the ass. I know you hurt, girl. You gonna be all right. So Candy gone head with Kenya to the hospital. Girl, Courtney did not just call Kenya falling on her ass karma. Even I didn't make a joke about it. Girl, Courtney said, yeah, this is the second trip where Kenya gets rolled off on a stretcher. She is coming for her hard. I don't know. You might not have enough lip for this fight. They gonna bust your ass for that at the reunion. No Lip Courtney brings up finding a small town with lots of history, but this was a sneaky way just to bring up the Bolo trip. To remind Kenya she didn't get any. So we are at the best market in Portugal with a chef. Oh, I would love to do that. So at the market, we're comparing Kenya's butt to a rabbit's. But even Drew wanted that butt. Monietta and Sheree check on Candy. Oh, Marlo! Oh. Marlo said, you really need to know someone here. This is really about being worldwide for real. Okay, Heifer. I know that wine has to be good. You can just tell by how clear and light it moves. It's just shimmying around the glass. But we can't even get an appetizer before Sheree throws Kenya under the bus saying, Marlo, Kenya don't think your relationship is real. And Kenya, whose ass ain't real, shouldn't be talking. Because we know you ain't had a real man in 57 years. Monietta said, I didn't like how you were trying to dim Kenya's light saying you dated Roy too.
And Marlo said, well, I dated him back in 2018.
Monietta said, well, you went straight to the DM.
And Marlo said, well, Kenya went straight to the DM with Martel, so I knew what she does, and I went straight to the DM.
Oh, God, Martel calling in Portugal. However, Sheree brings up Candy saying, and scene for Drew.
But then we bring up Marlo yelling at Drew, my nephew died!
So after dinner, we head to Pottery. So Kenya's coming back from the hospital, but they just gonna go to the house and the other girls are doing the pottery. And so Marlo is commenting on how peaceful it is without Candy and Kenya. Kenya do be starting mess. Now that fake fight between Sanya and Monietta, now that was funny. Laura, but they said end scene and Drew's like, really? You're fake and you gotta be real about your fakeness. Oh, we're heading to a slumber party. Let's hope it's giving pillow talk. Yay, it's Shark Week. Candy is in no mood. She's like, I'm going to Sheree's room in her Cleo braids that she's had on all trip. Everybody calling they men. Marlo calling this extra. At least I can call Martell a scene partner. Oh, God. So before Candy leaves, Drew's gonna say, why'd you say end scene? It was a real moment. Candy said, well, y'all weren't having that serious of an argument, so end scene. I said what I said. So Drew gets everybody to apologize. Candy said, okay, Drew, it was a joke. I wasn't trying to drag you. Don't I have enough acting jobs? No, otherwise you wouldn't be on the Housewives of Atlanta. So clearly you're hurting to be working. Sheree gonna say, oh, while we're supporting Drop It with Drew, ain't nobody bought from She by Sheree. Don't nobody want no overpriced Shein shit that you probably won't get anyway. Okay, so we all having a good little night. We dance until production shuts down, but an hour after that, we're talking about Drew's lesbonics. So Drew made out with LaToya, and I'm not surprised. Now Drew gonna say, I heard Candy told LaToya to say, we made out. Candy don't lie. So Drew said she's never kissed a woman. Now we fast forward to 3 months later. Okay, and so this is the divorce announcement. Oh, and the divorce is about the lesbonics. Not the lesbon. Child, that was the shit. They actually gave a little this episode. I'ma see you soon for something. My stomach. It knows right when I'm about to sit down to record too, because that's when it's like I'm about to act a fool. Turn the lights on. For the next half hour, I'll be your commander. Sitting on the toilet is the only answer. And right now, your stomach's gonna cram.